Uh, and the host of today's session will be Mr. Deepak. Yes, Mr. Deepak, the stage is yours. So you take the stage and then please welcome the speaker. Over to you.
Thank you, Rajat. Thank you, Rajat. Good evening
Yeah.
to everyone. This is day 7, day 10. So it's a first milestone achieved by Honeybee. And I'm sure we want to see more of such occasions to be moving ahead, more numbers, more learning. And thank you, Honeybee team, for creating such a wonderful platform for all the trainers to be here, learn from each other, share experience, and move ahead. Uh, we have a lot of corporate executives also on the session today, so I welcome all of them as well with the trainer fraternity. Uh, Coming here is our facilitator for today, Dr. Swati Sood. She is a master trainer, doctor of naturopathy and naturopathy medicine. She has done a PhD in alternative medicine. She has a master's in yogic science, and she is the founder of Trainers Club, which has been operational for 10 plus years now. I would request Swati to take over from here, and in case I've missed out anything important which we all need to know, would request you to share as well. I have a quick few announcements to be made. Whatever questions you have, if you could put it on a chat box, I would collate it and ask Swati at the right time so that the flow doesn't get disturbed. And all the questions are open on the chat box. So I would take them in between as well if I feel they are appropriate to be answered by that moment of time. So thank you all. Enjoy this session. Have a nice time. Great learning ahead. Over to you, Swati. Rock the session. Bye.
Thank you so much, Deepak. I'm trying to switch on my video, but I think there is a bandwidth issue, so it will automatically get it open. By that time, you have to just manage with my voice. As you are hearing my voice every day in my sessions also. So thank you
Yes, we
so
can hear you.
much, Deepak. You have covered almost everything. So yeah, so I hope I'm audible
You are.
clearly to all of you. I believe that my
Yes,
video will get open soon. I don't know, there is some issue.
are we waiting
Thank
for
you
any
so much.
Shubh Muhurat?
So,
For the video
no,
to be
I have
on?
started speaking, but then I think little bandwidth issue, Deepak. Yeah, I think
Sure,
my
sure.
video
Go
is
ahead.
on now, and
Oh, perfect.
so because we are virtually connected, there is a possibility of little unstable network. So we all have to bear with that. My request to bear with that in the session. I will try my best that I will be as louder as I can, and we will not miss on any other, the information which I try to pass on to all of you. So the session is all about work-life balance today, and thank you so much, Deepak, for the lovely introduction. Yes, my journey was something which I started from the corporate. I was a part of retail. I had worked with the companies. Uh, it was a long journey with Tatas, and that was the biggest, learning business learning I had. And I started my learning and development from there. I request everyone to please mute yourself because the background noise disturbs everyone. The voice cracking may be due to the unstable network. I'm so sorry. But I will try to be louder, and you can stop me as and when required. So yeah, I was talking about a short, a brief about myself. Is it still not audible?
Swati, just a minute. Can I request everyone to just switch off their videos as well? Because that will give bandwidth to the platform. Kind request. Only Swati can be on video. Rest of us, if we can just switch off the video, we'll get a better bandwidth and a good clarity of talk as well, voice as well. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So Deepak, am I audible now? Is it better?
It is better. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So once I'll start my presentation, maybe I will also switch off my video, so that we will have I will also have a better bandwidth. So I'll just start. Yeah. So I was saying that so I have started my journey with retail, and then I have again there is a noise in between. Some CB, I can see the short form. Okay, so yeah, so in between I was facing little issues, and then I have started into L&D journey as a freelancer, and then I've started Trainers Club as my banner, and it's doing good now. And there are few things which Deepak has mentioned, that I did my masters in yogic science, which is a little diverted field. So so a diverse learning what I have done in between. So I did that. I did my alternate naturopathy PhD and ND and MD, where I can work on the naturopathy medicine. So parallelly, I am doing that. I'm giving consultations to many people wherever I can. Like I try and help people. All right, so let's move on to the session, and that's a brief about me. Is my screen, my first page is visible, Deepak? So much, Deepak, and thank you everyone for. And I'm so sorry for kept you waiting, but the sign of sharing was deactivated, so I have to log off and log in again. Okay, so let's start the session without more delay. It's a bite-sized learning what Rajat is doing every day, and I'm missing all the sessions because of my other sessions. But I watch the videos what he shares. So the brief about the session, we are doing work-life balance, and a very beautiful session. I always love to speak about work-life balance because I am actually following it in my life, and how it started and all we will share in between the session only. So let's quickly see that what is my objective today to share with you, because there is lots of disturbance, so maybe I'm not getting into what are the expectations, but what I have got to you, or maybe we will do it in the end of the session. By the end, we can always discuss about it. The chat messages I can't see, Deepak. If there is anything, you have to help me by unmuting yourself.
I'm there,
Okay,
Swati.
so
You move ahead.
one,
No worries.
sure, sure. Thank you. So today we are doing few things. We are talking about a personal engagement, that how like clarity in your personal engagement. We'll talk about 2190 rules, a little bit about self-power and goals, and learn about balance our world. So the four things which I have planned for today. Let's see how it goes. I'm sure that you all will enjoy this. I just request everyone to quickly have a notebook and a pen if you have with you. Please take it just in a half second, 30 seconds. Please bring a notepad or any paper, a plain paper, if you can bring, will be good. Then you can do this activity side by along with me, what I am going to share over here. A quickly request everyone to take a pen and a paper, and we will start. Okay, I believe that you have bought it. So what we are doing, we are doing something which is of course connected with the session, but also trying to engage all of you by doing this. So please keep that paper and pen in your hand. And what you have to do is you have to make a circle. So I want you to make a good circle. You can see that what is the ratio I have taken in my slide. So accordingly, you can take a ratio, similar ratio on your paper. Make a good circle. Don't just make a circle like like anything. If you have any cover, box cover or anything round or a bowl, you can just make it quickly. Or if nothing is there, just try to do the dot dot dot, because dot always helps to create a good shape. So around, I want from everyone. So if you just write quickly yes, yes in the chat box, then people can help me that yes, you are ready with the circle. If we have 4 or 5 people also ready with the circle, just write yes in the chat box.
Yeah, we have plenty of them, Swati. More than 10
Okay,
as of
great,
now.
great. Okay. So now on the circle, what you have to do is you have to divide it first like this. Okay, just follow what I'm saying. Divide it like this, and again make a plus sign over here. I can hear lots of chat messages. So yeah. So you have to divide it first like this. Okay. Think that this is a pizza, and you are cutting the pizza, right? You are cutting a pizza in equal parts, right? So we have to make 12 equal veggies from this particular pizza. Okay. Now you just divide your this part into two and your lower part into two, so that we will be having total 12 veggies with us. You know, beautiful green pizza, all green vegetables on that, and a little bit of cheese, right? Cheese is of course not bad if we eat it in a, decent amount. So yeah, so cheese, I love cheese. Okay. Okay, so we have divided it into 12 veggies now, our pizza. I'm not going to allow you to eat it right now. You just have to number it, okay? You have to just number it from 1 to 12, okay? The way I have done, so it is 1 to 12. Don't number it, but then follow the circle what I have made according to that. So now what I'm going to show you is few things, right? Few names, and you have to think that you are actually taking care of those things or not, right? You have to tick the circle, the number which I have now. For example, this is 1, this is 2 for me. So you also follow the same, circle, same numbering system what I am following here. Now, whatever I am going to show you, the names, you have to just think about it, whether you are taking care of that. If you are taking care of that nicely, you have to tick in that circle. And if you are not taking care of nicely, when you think that I have to think about it, or I have to give more time to it, or I have never thought of it, then you have to mark cross in that part. So now, for example, if one you are taking care, you have to tick, and the two you are not taking care, you have to do the cross. Okay. I am again listening some background noise. I again request everyone because it disturbs the other participants. Please keep yourself mute. If you have a question, you can of course unmute and ask. Okay, so I hope this is clear. If you can just quickly write yes, yes, yes. So the number 1. Okay, great. So the number 1 is health. Okay. So in this particular veg, you have to think that are you actually taking care of your health or not? If you are taking care of your health, you have to tick a small tick. Okay, so don't spoil your circle. Just do a small tick the in the place where I have written a number over here. Okay, so the number 1 is health. Number 2 is time to family and friends. Are you actually doing this? Are you socializing, giving time to? Don't say that, I'm connecting in virtual meetings every day and giving time to family and friends. So I will not consider that. So think actually what you are doing since years. Are you
Swati,
actually giving time to your family and friends?
Swati, there is one
Yes,
quick question here which is quite related here. If it's 50-50, matlab they are not
sure.
doing completely, then what do they do?
Hmm. Now 50-50 is their own decision, because if you think like you ever asked the question, if you think that I should put in more effort in this, that I should give more time to this, then do cross over here. If you think that this is enough for me, if this other I cannot do, then put tick over there. So now this is your decision. That's what you have to do. You think it is 51 55%, then you can always tick, or maybe on the more side.
Okay, great. And are we talking about the
Okay.
current situation or the life before
No,
COVID-19?
overall, before COVID. That's what I said. That please don't say that virtually I'm connecting to my trainer friends every day. So we will not consider that. You have to
Okay.
think about that what you are doing since years, maybe when you are very busy in your job, very busy in your life. You have to consider everything because life after lockdown will again going to go on the same pace, maybe. So we have to think for future and what we have done previously. Okay, so time to family and friends. I hope all have done. Number three is family goals. Have you planned your family goals? Is it clear in your mind? Family goals doesn't mean that you have to be married. If you are not married, still you have parents, you have siblings, and that is your family. So you have to think that what are your goals for your family. And if you're married, of course, you have double responsibility. So you have to think that have you done that? Are you going to do it? Or you have never thought of it? Chal right. Maybe still depending on parents for a few things. So yeah, so this happens. I'm just talking about the very normal situation. Number four is love life. Yes, very important. If it is there, not there, never happened, will happen, you can just, tick and cross it. Emotions. Emotions here is something we need to control. It can be anything. So I just taken one example as seriousness, which is anger. But that there can be many others which are considered as a negative emotion. So we always say that love and happiness, other than these two, all other are negative. If we go, if we overboard it, then all are negative. So maybe accordingly you can mark cross and right if you want to take care of that. Career goal, career goals again is very very important for our life. So if you have planned something for it, then you tick. If you are still planning, you can do more. Spirituality in our life, again very important part. We will discuss little bit about it later. Do according to you, are you little bit spiritual? Are you believing in universe? Are you believing in what is happening around you? Are you believing in nature? Please accordingly you mark. Brain fitness. Normally when we talk about health, we don't talk separately about the brain fitness, but this is very important. If you have never thought of it, please mark cross. Or if you have sometimes given some time for the brain fitness, then you can mark tick. Happiness, very very important, right? So have you thought of what is making me happy? If not, then please do cross. Relaxation. In the busy life, we are actually missing this very important thing, that is relaxation. No planning. Even I do sometimes. It happened to me, but then I realize and then I try doing it. Very important. If you have not thought of it from last 1 year or 2 years, please think about it and you can mark cross. Otherwise, you can mark tick over there. 11 is education journey. Sometimes we feel that it is a stop, but I believe that all the participants today is more of a trainers. So it's good. I think it's all tick uh, in this 11 number, 11 wedge. And the last is exploration and innovation. Again,
Swati,
being a trainer, yes, yes,
there's a
Deepak,
question, what do you mean by brain
sure.
fitness? And how do we
Yes, so as a
make the
brain
brain fit?
fitness, absolutely. So as I said that we will talk about it in later slides, but to quickly so that you can mark, tick or cross. If you have never thought of it, you can just mark cross right now. So once we reach to that slide, I think that will be the right time to speak about it, and then you can always make the correction or you leave it right now and you mark it that time.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you very
I
much.
hope that's the answer for now.
Perfect.
Okay, exploration and innovation. Are we thinking about innovation or not? Again, yes, being into the knowledge industry, learning development, we have to think about innovations. We have to explore new avenues. I have seen that during the lockdown, there are many companies or many small enterprises. The people who are a proprietor, they are finding so much of difficulty in their lives because I think they have not explored new things earlier, and because of this sudden shutdown, they are facing the issue because their life is around that. Whatever work they were doing, their life is around that, and they have never explored another avenue. And because we have never thought that something like this will happen. So exploration innovation is of course very important. And as I said, L&D, yes, every day. I've seen many trainers, they say, whatever we do, they say, share the presentation. I really don't like that. I'm so sorry, don't mark it. But then, yes, it is very important. Reference is very important. But then it should always be your own, ideas, I should say. Theories, of course, remain same. There are few things which always remain same, but try to do it by yourself. It definitely helps, in innovation. So this is only about L&D. I said in every area, in every small area of life, the innovation is required. Cooking of food, I was talking about pizza sometime back when I was making this circle. So innovation, it's a never-ending journey. Everyone who cooks do something. Everyone who cooks gives us a different taste, and we love it. So the innovation exploration. If you are doing it on the regular basis in your daily life, you can write tick or cross. Now I want how many ticks you have done. Whatever number of ticks you have done, you have to join those ticks, and let's see that because here I have not done on this. So if you just, for example, your 1 is 6 and your 4 is 6 and your 7 is 6 and 9 is 6. So like that, you have to make a line only connecting the ticks in your page. Only connecting the ticks in your page. I hope you have done this connectivity thing. Anyone in the group, anyone in the room who have made a full circle of 12 numbers can write in the chat box.
Yes, I have done it.
Arre, Ravi sir.
Dhruva Binani is also done it.
Thank you so much. I
Rajesh
saw you
Bhatnagar,
have done it.
Abhijit,
Okay.
Reena, plenty of them have done it.
Okay. Okay.
Swati.
Wow. Wow. Lovely. Lovely. So basically, this is all you are trying to look into it. The percentage, the ratios, we are not talking here. Okay. So everyone, like maybe for someone it is 100%, and for the other person it is not 100%, right? So we have our own theories behind all the 12 which I have mentioned over here, right? If you are not having a circle, or if you feel that there are some areas I still have to work upon, then you may get some kind of a polygon, and you can see there are some gaps which I have to fill. If you have made a circle, still there is a scope of improvement which is required, because I'm sure the 100% achievement is not there, because the percentage varies from person to person. Okay, the another question what I am having now, there are few things we will discuss in few later slides, what I have discussed in the last slide. So we'll go in little detail about that. So now my question is, what keeps you engaged whole day? Anyone can unmute and speak if something is coming in your mind.
Swati Viral says daily webinars.
Okay.
For me, it is both my family matter as well as my training assignments.
The same thing, we
Okay,
have to
great.
focus the whole day on the office works and also managing the homeworks and keeping engaged with kids,
Right,
while we need to engage the kids also, right?
right. Absolutely, absolutely. You are at home, you have to help your wife now.
Vasudev here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, myself.
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, cleaning utensils, busy in the delivery of the webinar as well as receiving all educational programs on the webinars. Thank you so much.
Wow, lovely. So you said that also cleaning the utensils. You mentioned this. That's lovely. You are
It is my
doing that.
passion. It is my
Okay.
passion. Thank you.
Oh, great. Even I love that. And it's summer, so we enjoy that water. Okay.
I am with
So
you.
Deepak,
I am with
anything
you.
in the chat box?
I think people have mentioned a lot of things like cooking, washing, exploring and learning, reading stuff, helping wife, household chorus, working, music, cooking, etc.
Wow, wow. Good, good. So basically, why I have asked this question is to think like what we do whole day. Normally, whatever you are doing is related to your family, maybe sometimes friends. It can be a professional friend, like many of you said that we are, engaging in various seminars or learning, or maybe doing some kind of a certification, something which is related to your occupation, and there may be another few more activities. Please don't mind the spelling mistake here. By mistake it happens. Okay. So this is what we are doing, something which is related to your work, something which is related to your family, taking care of kids, someone said, taking care of a family, taking care of the household chores, and something which is related to your occupation, and also meeting friends. So this is what we are doing. If I combine all together, it shows that this is our world. Yeah, our world is around all this what we are doing. Sometimes we say that we are exploring, we are innovating, but yes, no. If you think about it, your world is confined to only these things. We are sometimes actually not exploring anything. Yeah. You have to think about it. Maybe you agree, maybe you'll not agree to me what I'm saying. Maybe few agree and few will not agree. But this is actually the truth that sometimes we most of the time we are busy in all these things, and that is our confined world in which we all are living in you know Now, for example, if we just talk about the confined world, what I'm talking about right now, what you are doing every day, what is acting as your booster? Who is boosting you to do all this?
Madam, shall I
Anyone can
answer?
write, unmute. Yes, please, sir. Please.
Responsibilities.
Actually, there are some, slogans which have been provided by my father since I was in fifth standard or sixth standard. I get self-motivated in doing everything, whatever it comes across the way. Thank you so much.
Okay, great, great.
So the
Okay, so some of
responsibilities
the
what we
quotes,
have.
some of the thoughts are helping you.
My
Yes, please.
devotion, morning devotion. The morning devotion
Passion,
helps
madam,
me.
your own passions.
Your
Yes.
passion is one thing, of course. Your passion is boosting you. Definitely, I agree to that. Okay, what
And
else?
responsibilities.
Swati, there are
Okay,
some interesting answers in the chat box. Some people are saying internal force and appreciation. Some of them have said self initiatives. My husband helps me and supports me. Uh, sense of responsibility is by Shampa. My commitment to myself. Interesting answers in the chat box as well.
Thank you so much for all the answers you are giving. So yeah. So people said passion, responsibility. They are talking about various things which is boosting you. So in short, it's your own willpower. If you are willing to do that, that's why you are doing it. It's not thought. It's not responsibility. It's your willingness. One day if you say, "Oh, I'm not no one is going to say anything. Maybe your family will say, "Why are you not doing it?" right? But until and unless you have will to do that part, do that thing, do take care of your responsibility, you will not do it, right? So your willpower is something which is actually making you do what you are doing right now. Will to learn, will to take care, will to fulfill the responsibility, will to go ahead in life, will to explore more things and grow in the career and reach to some stage. It's all your will which is helping, right? So if you connect the last slide, that your family, friends, occupation, other activities, whatever you are doing, it is your role. You are taking care of that, and you are, keeping yourself busy. Your booster is your own willpower, right? Where your will lies. It's in your brain, right? We'll talk about it. Who stops you
And
to do something? There is a possibility that there are few things we don't do, we won't be able to do, or there is something which is pulling us. Okay, oh, so maybe if you want to get up early and do some meditation, or get up early and do some exercise, or maybe don't see the screen for one day, but we do it. So who is it stopping you? Who is it stopping you to do something? Are we having something in chat, Deepa?
My own
Sometimes
self.
our laziness.
My own self.
Absolutely. Who answered this?
My own self.
Sir, what's your name, sir?
Ashok Kumar Goyal.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, absolutely. Who is stopping is you yourself, is stopping you to do something, right? So that's why this is actually a flow which we can see now is your willpower is allowing you to do something, and it's you only when you are not willing to do something, then you won't be able to do it, right? You are not pushing yourself, you are not accelerating your confidence, and that's why you are not able to do something. It's your wish that you don't want to do it. Yeah, this is actually true, and this you must have realized in your life also many a time. Now I'm moving on to the part called brain, because I have mentioned it there, and I would like to discuss about the brain today. Quickly, I'm not getting into many scientific things, but before I start this, I want to know from you that anyone, what is the difference between the mind and the brain?
shall I speak in Hindi, ma'am?
जी सर बोलिए.
या माइंड को मन बोलते हैं, ब्रेन को इंटेलेक्ट बोल सकते हैं.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to me, brain is a part of the body, but your entire nervous system is your mind.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
I'm
much.
Shrikant here.
Anything in the chat box?
I'm Shrikant here.
Yes, Shrikant.
Brain is the hardware,
Yes,
mind
sir.
is the
Please tell
software.
me. Okay.
Ma'am.
Brain is
Hi,
the
Shilpa
hardware,
here.
mind is the software.
Hi, Shilpa here. Brain is the scientific one and mind is the emotional one.
Okay.
Swati, we have some interesting answers in the chat box.
Hi, good evening. This is Lal here. According to me, Lal here. According to me, brain is the culprit, or it's a priest. It can make you or break you.
Swati, we have some interesting messages on the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
Mind
Yes,
is
Deepak.
man, brain is buddhi. Mind is man, brain is buddhi.
Okay.
Viral has said this. Nikita
Okay.
says physical part and spiritual part. Ujjwala is saying brain is
Okay.
physical concept, whereas mind is an emotional concept. Shampa says brain is the one that sends the impulses. Mind is that controls those impulses.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the messages in the chat box.
Okay, great.
And KK has just put the one message saying that brain is in the head, mind is all over the heart. Also with the heart.
Wow, that's the last message I am actually expecting. So many people, yes, there are more answers coming, I think. Someone unmuted themselves, I think. Okay, so do I continue?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very simple. Without getting into much of a philosophy, it's very simple. A brain is something which is a physical structure, which is there, which we are carrying with us, which is a 200 grams of brain we are carrying with us all the time, right? When we are moving, it's a physical structure. All the convolutions, all the parts, all the lobes, all the zones which are there, we are carrying with us all the time. Mind, someone said man, many of you said man, right? So mind is something which is not confined. Brain is confined. Brain, as I said, that we are carrying with us, it is there in the confined place, right? But the mind is not confined. Mind can go anywhere. It can think of anything. It can reach to anyone, and that's the power we all are having with us. Quickly, we are only talking about brain here, not getting into much detail, but these are some of the very important, zones or the lobes which are there in our brain, right? So the brain is carrying few things which is important to know. So like there is one part called hippocampus. It is deep inside the brain, which plays a role of capturing all the memories which we are holding with us are there in this particular small part which is inside the brain. Okay, along with that, just next to that, there is a small almond shaped structure which is called as amygdala, and amygdala's duty is to process all the emotions and help the memory to imprint it, all controlling all the emotions, process all the emotions, whatever messages is coming to hippocampus or whatever memories are there. Sometimes we think about something and start crying, so it is quickly a transfer is happening. There are sensory neurons which are there, which is the transfer happen, the hormones generate, and then these emotions which come to us. So we are happy sometimes, remembering about something. We are crying sometimes, remembering about some story or some incident. So this is all here. And there is another part called cerebral cortex, which is the outer layer of the brain, and it stores most of the long-term memories in different zones. So we have basically different zones which are there. We have a frontal brain, midbrain, and the basal brain, and all the three are having different lobes. I'm sure that you must have heard about left and right brain. Uh, most of you, if anyone knows, can also answer that what is left brain and the right brain. Okay, so I'll just quickly, without wasting time. So left brain is basically more of, the people, there is a domination of the brain. So I'm not, again, not getting into much detail, but we all are dominated from one side, either left or the right. So left side is more of a logical reasoning, logic behind things. If you are good in that, then your left brain is more dominating. If you are creative, if your creative side is more active, your spiritual side is more active, your right brain is more active. You can always read about it. I have not kept that particular image today here because my aim was not that. But this is a quick information I'm giving. So yeah, so the cerebral cortex is there. The front part, which I was talking about, the will. So your frontal brain is actually your will, a willpower, which I was talking about. So whenever whatever we want to do, your frontal brain, helps you to make or break the will. You are willing or you are not willing, your frontal brain is doing that. And few of your old memories, which is stored in the hippocampus, will allow you to, may generate some kind of a emotion, some kind of a previous experience will come in your mind, and you decide that I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it, I'm going to give it a try or something like that. Again, everyone has different thought process, according to that they react to the situation, and the brain is actually functioning according to that. But I was also talking about the mind here. It's a quick, one more thing which I want to mention is a very important part in the brain in that structure is the basal ganglia, where most of our habits which lies. So our brain structure where the habits are lying. Okay. So whatever habits which make sense from an evolutionary perspective, making repetitive behavior. Whenever we do anything repeatedly every day, it will start it will become a part of our life. It will be stored in our biological clock, and your basal ganglia actually create that habit, and at particular time you will get those kind of cues that for example, if you want to have if you have a habit of having a tea in the evening at 4 p.m., then you will immediately get the cues from your brain that this is the time that you should have a tea, and your body will feel like, oh, now I cannot work, I want to have a tea now, without tea I cannot do anything. And that's how the habit forms, and your biological clock uh, you know um ex- uh, uh, biological clock save it according to that, and it becomes a automatic repeative automatic behavior in ourselves. Now, to make or break any habit, what we have to do is we have to work on our brain, and we have to train our brain as required, as per our requirement. We have talked about many habits in the first slide. Some people are having a good circle, some people are having okay circle, some people are having a polygon. So we all think that we have to work on some or the other area in our life. So for that, we have to work on our behaviors. Also, we have to work on our habits. We have to change few things in our life. And for all of that, we have to train our brain, or we have to work on gaining a control of our mind. So now, as I said, that mind has no control. Mind can reach you anywhere, but brain has a control. So if you start working on your brain, you can also find that some kind of a confinement in your mind as well. And there are certain practices which are required for doing that, right? So we are just speaking about a very quickly about the addition and elimination theory, which is a theory of 21 cycles, or we also call it as a 2190 rule. Okay, so I'm sure that you must have heard of 21 cycles, or 21 actually. So what is 2190 rule? Anything what we do for 21 days, it will it will become a habit. It will go and get stored in your basal ganglia, right? And it becomes your habit after some time. So you have anything you want to eliminate from your life, or anything you want to add in your life. It can be anything: exercising, eating some food, going out in the evening, giving some time to yourself. Anything which you want to add, or anything you want to eliminate, any bad habit you want to eliminate, like getting up early in the morning, or stop smoking, stop consuming lots of sugar, stop eating very salty food, all of this which is not good for your body. You have to start doing it and practice it at least for 21 days. If you do it for 21 days, it will become a habit. And if you continue doing it for 90 days, it will become a part of your lifestyle. And that is what is called as a 2190 rule. So if you want to train your brain, this is very simple, that whatever cues you are getting, and which is becoming your routine, and again and again you are getting craved, the craving is happening for that particular thing. You have to one day tell your brain, no, I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to drink tea today. If you plan to, stop it, if you're a regular drinker, you don't want to consume nicotines or anything, then you can always tell your brain, no, I'm not going to do this. Maybe other than, instead of tea, let me consume something else, maybe something which is more healthy, maybe a fruit, or maybe a mixed fruit, or maybe a oatmeal, or something else, which is better than the tea, which is going to give some fuel to your body, fuel to your brain. That way you can always help your brain to eliminate some of the bad habits which you have. Similarly, you can do for exercising. You can start anything. Do it at least for 21 days. Don't force yourself. Yeah, don't force yourself that I have to do it. I'll just quickly show you. I don't know my video will quickly get on or not. Let me try.
Swati, we have another 5 minutes and then we take Q&As.
Okay, no problem. If we can extend for 5 more minutes, if people are interested, will be good. Then I will reach to the last part. Okay. So without wasting time, I have a rubber band in my hand. I have a quick question. I have this small rubber band. If I stretch it, what is happening in the rubber band? Anyone? What is happening? The stretch is happening.
It is changing.
There is a-
It is expanding.
Yes. Expanding up to when? Up to a limit, right?
Yeah.
After this, if I try to stretch it more, what will happen?
Break. It will break.
What will break? Happen?
Plus, it will hurt.
Right? Right?
After breaking, it will
Fall,
hurt
and it will hurt
also.
also because it's a rubber band. Because it's a rubber band. Absolutely correct. So what is happening is there is, because I have a small rubber band, it means it has some capacity to get stretched. Okay, up to a limit I can stretch it. I cannot stretch it beyond it because it will get break. If I want to increase the circumference of this circle, this rubber band, what I have to do? In case of rubber band, I have to take a bigger rubber band only, right? Because rubber band is the object. But then if I just apply this theory on my body, if we apply this theory for our own self, what happens? Our brain is also something like this. We can stretch it up to a limit, right? We can stretch it up to the capacity of our brain. We cannot if we force it, if we pressurize it, study, read, forcefully we are doing it. It is not going to give us a result. If you want to increase the circumference of your brain, then what you have to do? You have to give fuel to your brain, and the fueling is very important. Slowly, your circumference will start improving, increasing, and you can put more things in your brain. Your mind control will also happen, and you will be aware that where and how, and how to manage yourself, how to control yourself. The brain control will happen, and your brain will be more fit. If you learn this practice, because it all comes with the practice. To increase the circumference, you have to work on it, right? Externally, you can provide some food to you, food to the brain, like omega-3 fatty acids, which is very much required. Omega-3, omega-6, both are required. So if you eat all kind of a nut, you will find that in rice bran oil, omega-3, omega-6 is in good amount. So you can even consume rice bran oil. I don't know, everyone consumes different oil. You can make a mix of oil, because oils are also having few things which is very important for our body. So omega-3, omega-6 we find in the oil also, and also in the nuts. Oatmeal is also good. Is a good healthy food for your brain. I have also written to follow 50, 20, 30 diet rule for your happy stomach. So it means that 50 means 50% of solid food what we consume, 50% of solid food, 20% of semi-solid food, or maybe semi-liquid, I will say, and 30% of your water, which is very important for your body in a whole day. So if we follow this 50, 20, 30 diet rule, your stomach will always be happy, because your fuel is coming from there itself. Your metabolism rate will be good. and you will feel light all the time. So whenever you have hunger, if it is 100%, try to follow this ratio for yourself. It will definitely going to help your improving your metabolic rate. One more thing is doing aerobics exercises. People always say do yoga, do meditation, but I will also suggest do aerobics, because aerobics is definitely going to the music plus the oxygen, the blood flow, which will improve your brain strength. So aerobics of course help you to improve the oxygen in your brain. You should do a pranayama, breathing exercises, which is very very important, right? So when we are talking about work life balance, and I have started talking about brain, and I have started talking about many other things, but why I am focusing on brain today, the reason is when your brain or your mind is in your control, then everything in your life is in control. And that's why I'm focusing my entire session. It is very difficult to do work life balance in 1 hour, but then I have planned that I will focus here on your brain health, which is very very important for our life. Because once your brain is fit, your mind is fit, then your entire life is going to be balanced. I have also shown, when I've shown the rubber band, the same theory is applying in your stomach also. Okay, whatever we are giving to our stomach, or even in any other organ, 50, 20, and 30 is applying everywhere. You have to work in this ratio only, 50, 20, 30. Always do this kind of a combination, and this combination definitely helps. So like for the food you are consuming, with 50, 20, 30, the ratio we should follow. So now I'm almost on the last slide. We'll do the relaxation therapies, which is very very important. So first I'm talking about the brain fitness. Okay, so brain nourishing food. A few are last slide. You have to work to stimulate your brain. So there are various brain stimulating exercises. It can be a puzzle. It can be some kind of a tongue twister. It can be some kind of a game which are there, which you can play, which will stimulate your brain, where you have to think, you have to identify the solution for the problem, and your brain exercise will keep on happening. So try doing it on the regular basis. Always try to gain or practice practice to gain a mind control and gain focus. Now this will happen only when we will give some time to ourselves. You have to give, I always suggest, as a practitioner also, from almost 8 years I'm practicing, and I have done so much, I have got so much change in my life. The practice is very important. What you have to do, don't go for a silent meditation on the day one, or after some time also. If you won't be able to do it, don't worry, just give time to yourself. Sit at least for 10 minutes. Put alarm in your clock. Okay, आपके phone में आप alarm लगा के बैठ जाइए, and sit quietly. If there are any thoughts which are coming in your mind, just try to register it and stop the thoughts there. Don't allow the chain to go on. If you allow the chain of thoughts to go on, you won't be able to focus anywhere. If you gain mastery in this, in controlling the thoughts which are coming in your mind, you don't have to worry about anything, because after some time, after some practices, as I've given you 2190 rule, if you do it for 21 days, you will see a change in yourself in 22nd, 23rd day. And if you do it on the regular basis, at least for 90 days, there is a sound, someone has to mute, please. So, you will definitely see a change in yourself, and you will definitely find a control on yourself. Your focus will improve, even if there are 1,000 people around you. If you want to focus on something, you will be able to. And that's the power of yourself. That's a power we all have inside us. And I have gained it. I am a live example in front of you. And there are so many in the group, I believe, who are practicing and who will, accept what I'm saying right now. it is very important for the brain fitness that you spend some time in nature. Talk to nature. Talk to yourself, because your body is also made of all the 5 elements which are there outside. So when you learn to talk to yourself, pay gratitude to your body organs, tell your legs that thank you so much. You are there with me from from almost 20, 30 years or whatever is your age right now. Please thank your legs, thank your feet, thank your bones, your joints, your stomach, your heart, your lungs, which is working very good. That's why we all are sitting here. Please pay gratitude to yourself, because your brain is registering whatever you are saying to yourself. And it's your subconscious mind, the spirituality part, when we are talking about, it all gets activated gradually. So talk to yourself, talk to the nature. Talking to yourself is also a talking to nature, but always try and go out in garden or somewhere with some place in the close by location, or whenever you get time to go out somewhere other than your city, go out. The scent also works very well. I have mentioned here rosemary, jasmine. These scents are also very good for the brain. And be socially active, which is very, very important, because that keeps you happy all the time. That keeps all of us happy all the time, and you will be more positive thinker when you keep yourself socially active. So these are few I have mentioned here that we should do. We should start doing from now. Second is physical fitness. We all know that doing exercise will keep you fit. So yoga, of course, is a very good thing which we all should start doing it. If you cannot go beyond the limits, at least do something, some basics for yourself. Depends on your age, depends on your limitation. Again, remember rubber band all the time. So don't overstretch yourself. Increase your circumference gradually, right? So for yoga also, you should always start with some guides if someone is there to help you. And pranayam is of course very, very important for your brain health, also for your all the organs in your body, because that is a conscious effort where we are letting our oxygen reaching to all the organs, right? So effort of conscious effort what we do by while doing pranayama is allowing the oxygen to reach to each and every organ of the body. If I ask many of us right now, they don't know that how to breathe, and we are doing a wrong breathing now, because this is not a pranayama class, so I'm not doing that. But then quickly you can always check when you are breathing, are you able to realize the movement of your abdomen, movement of your stomach? When we breathe in, what should happen? Anyone, or you can write in the chat. When you breathe in, what should happen?
Goes in.
And when we diaphragm should go down.
When we breathe abdomen should go down.
When you breathe in, the abdomen should come up. When you breathe out, the abdomen should go up.
Absolutely. See, it is like a balloon. When you blow, what happens? Balloon bada hota hai, right? Similarly, when we are breathing in, the stomach should come up because all the air is inside. When you breathe out, it has to go in. So there are many people, when I used to teach yoga, nowadays I'm not doing it. But then people used to do the wrong breathing, and many of us are doing the same thing right now also. So please keep your hand on your stomach. Do it for 5 minutes every day. Just keep your hand on your stomach and feel that when you're breathing in, your stomach is full, your lungs are full of air, and then slowly breathe out and feel that your stomach is going in and all the air inside which you have taken is going out. And this is a conscious practice which is required. If you cannot do any other pranayama, at least do this, because this conscious practice is going to make your all the organs healthy. Mindful eating and drinking is of course very important. I've seen even in my family, my husband also do the same. He most of the time we are busy, we are keeping our brain busy in something or the other, कि अभी इसके बाद मुझे ये करना है, and then I have to do this, oh I have less time, all of that which is going on in our mind, and we miss on the mindful eating. Many of you, I'm sure, must be doing it after realizing after some certain years but in our young age, we don't realize it. So mindful eating is very, very important. Even the drinking. If you are when you are standing and drinking, the water is like a tap which is going inside your body and just storing, but it is not helping you. What we require. May I request to mute, please? Someone is still unmute. Mute. So mindful eating and drinking. So whenever you drink water, always sit down, drink, and then drink the water. Don't drink when you are standing. Try to avoid it. If there is no choice in front of you and you are somewhere outside carrying a bottle and drinking the water, always try to keep it in your mouth for some time and then slowly. Deepak, you have from your side, I think.
Yeah,
So mindful
thank you.
eating and drinking. So I would say if you are standing and drinking, then always keep it in your mouth for some time and then slowly, take the water inside. So that will help. But normally, if you are at home or if you are in office, try to sit down and do that. Muscle and bone health food are very, very important. So not only exercise, but your muscle and bone health food is very important. So always try and read about whatever foods you are consuming and try to take more of proteins, carbohydrates, and the calcium and all. Try to avoid supplements because I've seen that people are depending so much on supplements nowadays. I really don't believe in that. I always believe that if you take anything which is fresh is always good. And even none of the medicines. Being a naturopath, I don't believe on the drugs and the medicines. And since almost 8 years I am practicing it, I used to have a very bad health earlier, but then now I am leading a medicine-free life. So you can see, you can understand that with practice anything is possible. So now I'm trying not to consume the medicine. I have my bearing capacity, the pain bearing capacity is also improved a lot, that I don't have to depend on any painkillers or anything. So try to eat whatever you are eating fresh. Don't depend on the supplements much. Give massage to yourself, which is very important. So there are different massage. You can see various YouTube videos because there are few massage which you can do by yourself also. You can do your head massage by yourself. You can do your shoulder massage by yourself. There is a small point behind the neck, a center of your neck, your back neck, so neck. If you just press it or just keep a block of ice on that, your brain and your entire muscle system, even if you are facing a coughing and all, you will get a complete relief from that. No, very simple practices are there which will keep you away from the medicine, and you can also lead a medicine-free life. So give full body massage by using some good oils and the castor oil is something which is very good for your joints. You can even do it on the daily basis also. You can use the castor oil for yourself, at least for the joint. Now, the third thing which I'm talking about is the soul fitness. So we have spoken about brain fitness, physical fitness, and the soul fitness. So when we are talking about our mind, so the control of your mind will always come through the meditation. I have already told you a very basic practice which you can start if you are not doing it yet. To have a peaceful mind, to have a stable mind, there is nothing but a meditation is of course going to help you. Even a small pranayama, which I said, just by keeping the hands on your stomach, will also help in gaining more focus in your life. 5 minutes, just give 5 minutes to yourself in a day. Reading books, newspaper are of course going to help you because it is reading good books. Like, don't pick up Chacha Chaudhary and all. Because I love reading, so I love reading these books also sometimes. The old books which we used to read in our school time. But yes, reading good books of course helps. Like, I'm not saying that only read the spiritual books and all. No, any book which is going to give some kind of a push, a stimulation to your brain, we should always keep on reading, and you can make a combination of all the readings what you are doing. So don't worry, I'm not saying that only read the spiritual things. No. For your soul fitness, it should be a positive thing. Even if you are reading a story, try to read some positive stories where the moral of the story is there. So try picking up something like that. Digital medium, if you are reading something on the digital medium, please avoid that, because the screen, the rays which is coming from the screen are not very good for our brain. So we should always give some kind of a relaxation to ourselves. I know we all are depending, even I'm depending so much on the phone and even my laptop and computer, but then I always give relaxation to myself after some time. So 20 minutes is actually a good time. We should always get up, go out, move around just for 5 minutes, relax your brain, keep hands on your eyes, and then again come back and start studying, because it generates many bad hormones in your brain and it's not good. So don't be continuously on your digital medium, either phone or your laptop. Listening music, of course, gives a very good, gives a peaceful, makes a peaceful mind. So any kind of a music you like, there are various nature audios which are there, and there are universal sounds like Om and all. So you can always listen to that, and you can also chant all of that. There are various mantras. If you don't believe in mantras, you can also make a humming sound, a sound. So now it's very simple. When we say when we say there is a humming sound which is there. If you just do that humming sound, I'll again quickly switch on my video. I'm sorry guys, I cannot see the chat box. Maybe I'll read it later. So I was talking about own sound.
Deepak, can I ask one thing?
Yes, Deepak.
Deepak.
Sir, you can ask. You want to ask to me? You want to ask a question?
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, yes, audible.
Can I finish this slide and you can ask a question?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm saying that do humming sound. Hum. Why I switch on the video, just to show you quickly. When we say o, so don't say, if you don't believe in that, I'm not asking you to do it, right? But then you can always make this sound of just close your eyes, close your eyes and just say and feel it from your abdomen, from your stomach, that is coming up and reaching to your brain. If you are too tired after working whole day or sitting in front of the laptop or on your screen, or maybe anything you are doing, any kind of a report you are doing, always do this humming sound, give relaxation sound to your brain, which really helps. It works very well. If you just do this, this practice will relax your brain in just 5 minutes. A quick relaxation practice, right? And it is really, really helpful for your soul health as well. So the soul fitness, any kind of a chanting you can do, which will relax your brain. And the last thing which I am saying is the laughter is a biggest exercise for everything, your physical, mental, soul. If you keep on laughing, that doesn't mean that you just keep on laughing unnecessarily, but then just bring this in your life. Read jokes, speak to your family, remember all the good times you have, when something which will make you happy, something which will bring a smile and a laughter in your face. Please keep on doing that. At least once in a day, give time to yourself to laugh. I will also not say that you do that laughing practice which we do forcefully, Yes, it is contagious. If we just see the video, we all start laughing. But then if it is a natural laughter because of something, then it will always help your entire body, body, your brain, your physical health, and your soul health will get improved. So laughter is very, very important in your life. So just keep on laughing, accept whatever is there in your life, and accept the situations in your life, accept the pressures which are coming in your life, office, home, everywhere. If you just close your eyes and bring a smile on your face, you will feel that there is no tension now. Just a small smile, if you just bring on your face, you will feel that the entire tension is gone away, and your brain will start helping you immediately, telling you that this is something you can do. This is the solution for this particular problem. So these are few things which come with the practice, and if we all do it, it will definitely work well. So that's my last slide. I'm so sorry. We are little late, not little late, almost 17 minutes late. But we can go for a question, and you can also share if you have learned something in this session. I would love to hear if it helped you. Or if it's a repetition or whatever. So I'm ready to hear that. And your question also, someone was asking the question. I'm ready for
Yeah,
the question.
thank you, Swati, for a wonderful session. By the time you have a couple of sips of water, I would just like to put across few things which you just mentioned. That work-life balance is basically
Already
related to
over.
brain. The concept of 2190 was wonderful. 21 days of practice going up to 90 days will bring upon the change in us and the behavioral change, which is more important. Aerobics could be a good mechanism for the blood flow of the body. Uh, very, very useful. And the 12 things which you talked about, I think after this session, if we can club that and do the exercise, we would know where the tick marks are, where the crosses are, and we can more focus on the crosses so that we can cover as much as possible in the pie as tick marks. Swati, few questions which I've got. I would just like to ask you some simple questions to start with. When you drink water, is it advisable to drink through bottle or a glass? Sorry?
Okay. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Drinking of water, either even if you are drinking it from the bottle, it will not give any wrong thing to you. But then drinking it continuously, if you just drink it continuously, then it is going to go in your body like there is a bucket and there is a tap which is open, and it is just going inside, but there is no it is not reaching to the right place, and going furiously is generating so much of heat in our body. Okay, so
Okay.
we should always try to drink water. Either you use glass if you're drinking with the glass like this, or like this also. Keep it in your mouth for some time. No, uh, keep it in your mouth for some time and slowly sip it inside. Slowly swallow it inside. So that will slowly reach to your body, reach to your stomach, and it will slowly reach to the organs where the entire process has to happen. The digestion has to happen, right? So suddenly, if we just drink lots of water, your body won't be able to take it, and it will go in the wrong places, in the wrong organs, and the digestion will not happen. So it is just a
Oh,
waste of water which is going to yourself, and which will just convert into the waste in your body.
thank you.
And
Thank you,
drinking
Swati. There are few more questions
May
here.
I ask you one
Sir,
question?
please, sir, please hold, sir. I will take your questions. Let me complete the questions which are in the chat box first. I'll give you a chance to speak about it.
Sure.
Swati, I think we have seen the best of your yogi science mastery now. Coming back to the next question, give some examples of spiritual parts which you mentioned in the session today. So, what are the some examples which people can follow as a spiritual part?
okay, so how I started, I'll give you that as one of the examples. That I started my journey by learning a Reiki healing actually. and that was, suddenly came in my life, but I have accepted it, I have learned it. And again, this 21 days rule came in picture. That time I was not aware of this, right? So I have done my level 1, and I practiced it for 21 days, because my master trainer has told me that you have to do it for 21 days. So I've done it consistently, so I have not break, because even I've learned it without knowing it, but then someone suggested and I learned it. After practicing of 21 days, I did my level 2, and again I practiced it for the 21 days as per the guidance of my master trainer. But from there, when I say that 2190 rule started working from the day one, when I have started this practice. So Reiki is one of the practice which I have started with, but then Reiki is also helping me to helped me to start my meditation journey, which I was not doing. Because Reiki is a practice where you have to heal yourself. We all have a powers in our hand. By using our own power, by trusting on the universal power, we do the healing, the self healing. So I started my journey from there, and these 21 days will, became my lifestyle. I don't know when, but I was following what my master trainer was telling. And
Thank
slowly I realized that, it is a lifestyle, and I have become my own guide because my subconscious mind started working.
Thank you, Swati, for the detailed answer. Sandeep Singh, you wanted to ask a question. Can we have your question, please? Sandeep Singh.
Sure.
Hi Deepak,
No,
thanks. And Swati, thanks for such a insight. Actually, brain and
Thank you,
mind
sir.
both. The thing is that actually time time has already elapsed.
I know. Yes.
I was seeking more on what are the factors that disturb the work-life balance. So, anyways, the time is already gone. So I'll
It's okay, Sandeep. We can still ask, so request Swati to answer that. Swati,
Speak now.
if you can answer that quickly.
This is Rangarajan. Can I speak now?
Rangarajan sir, let's answer this and then you can ask your
Just one point. Just one point. Okay.
Sandeep, can
Yes, she's answering, Mr. Rangarajan. She's answering it. Let her
Go
finish
ahead.
and then you can ask your question.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
Thank you.
please.
Sandeep,
We
can
have
you
a
please
part,
repeat?
Dr. Swati, my opinion, we can have a second part any time. Not a issue, question answer can be taken later.
Yeah,
I
correct.
hope so. Because you need an elaborated answer. The question asked by Mr. whosoever earlier, it is just so elaborated. I mean, it will be taking a 15-20 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
No, no, I have not posed any question. I just want to make only one point. May I?
Who's this, please?
Please go ahead.
This is Rangarajan from Chennai.
Sir, already the question is in pipeline. Let the question
No,
be,
no.
because that is also a very big question.
Okay. No, I have not asked any question. I have not asked any question. I just want to reiterate my point. This is my point. See, work-life balance, I am getting it through the pranayama, which I am doing for 25 long years. Okay. I have been trained by a trainer initially for about 19 days, and maybe about 23 years back. Still, I'm doing it. Come what may, I'm doing it. That balances the pressure, the goal, relationship. That's all I want to say.
Thank you, Mr. Rangarajan. Swati, can you answer the question of Sandeep Singh, please? Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Sandeep, can you please repeat the question?
I was actually seeking that what are the factors that disturb the work-life balance.
Very
There are
big question.
True, it's a very sensitive question. It
May I? May I
Dr.
answer?
Dr. Swati would appreciate to have a second session as a part 2 question answers.
I would love to if Rajat and Sandeep will allow me.
But we will allow, we are
Yeah,
all are sailing in the
the
same.
participants are such, we can always. Exactly. I think
Even I would like to have a
already
second
20. We are
Dr. Swati is an engine and we are all compartments.
maybe for the some priorities. Exactly. Yeah,
May I
Deepak.
answer the last question for today, Sandeep's question, and then I think we can take the questions after session also. Okay.
Okay, Rajat here.
Yes, Rajat. Rajat, you are on mute.
Swati, can you answer that question of Sandeep Singh? We are waiting for the answer.
I am giving answer, but then there are so many people speaking in between.
Yeah,
Do
now
I give
please,
the answer
please.
now?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Sandeep has asked, like, what is something which disturbs the work-life balance, right? So the work and life, I have started my session by saying that where your world lies, your world is lies in your family, your friends, but normally
Swati, we are not able to hear you.
Swati, we can't hear you.
Swati, we lost you.
Yeah, friends, we all know we can't hear. Please hold.
I think
Swati,
Swati's bandwidth is good.
Can I add value here? Can I add
Swati,
something here?
sir, please hold, sir, please hold. Let the speaker speak. In case you're not able to, then we'll come to you, sir. Thank you. Swati, we couldn't hear anything. Can you repeat again?
I think she's having some bandwidth issue.
Yes.
You,
So Rajat here. So let's conclude the program. So I think thanks a lot for to be here and Dr. Swati to be with us, because this is the time most of the people are stressed, and I've been getting continuously lot of calls. Work-life balance. This session will be very important, and with such a qualified person, Dr. Swati is coming to us, and the way she explained the therapy, that was one of the most important thing what we require, because few of my people have been doing a training online, and that's automobile training. So whenever I take the training, when I ask them what are you doing, so what they say, one hand I'm holding one mobile, with another hand I'm cooking. So all of them are doing work together, one hand mobile and one hand cooking. So people, they don't know whether they are in work or whether they are in home. So people are always confused. Some of the time work calls them, sometimes wives call them. So one of my participants is sitting with a kid and holding my mobile, and they are doing the training sessions on automobile. So really people are stressed now. We cannot come out of this. If we want to go out of our house also, we cannot go out of our house. We have to be in house, have to be in our home with our family. We cannot say that we won't cook, we won't wash the dish. We have to do that also. We have to work also. We have to be in touch with the people also. So people are stressed, and when people are stressed, the effect will be on our physical health. So it's very, very important for us that we cannot take medicine, as Dr. Swati said, to come out of the stress. So the therapy is what she introduced us for the first time. Basically to me it is for the first time. Naturally, I'll be going with that therapy because I need to be fit. So I'm sure all the participants who joined here gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of suggestions by which to keep ourselves fit and move ahead after the COVID days also. So that's all from my side, and I wish that tomorrow we have a wonderful session, and that is on seven habits by Dr. Farida. She'll be joining from Mumbai, and I wish to see you all at from 5 to 6. We'll try to maintain the time tomorrow. That's all from my side. So over to you, Deepak, so you can conclude and end the program.
thank you, Rajat. I think it was a wonderful session, a lot of learnings, and I'm sure we need to bring Swati Sood back again for another session for a detailed discussion again. But due to time limitation, I think we could give the best to the participants. Thank you very much, and